Credit approval is really an important part of the sales process. You go through finding the customer, prospecting, and then submit the credit. You can't get it approved. And if you can't get it approved, the transaction never happens. Statistically, I believe it's about 95% of trade-ups get credit approved, and about 55% of net new business gets approved. And there's a reason for that. It's because when you run the credit on a trade-up, the bank has the correct information, already knows who the account is, so they're able to pull that data. With net new business, oftentimes people are submitting an incorrect business name or incorrect address or incomplete credit information. If it's a net new customer, when you get the credit application, talk to the customer and ask them, is this a headquarters location? Are you a branch? Who's the parent company? Once you do have the headquarter location, you want to make sure, or is this the most current address that they've been at for the last couple of years? The reason is when credit pulls from these accounts from Dun & Bradstreet and Experian, they're pulling on the exact business name and they're pulling on the corporate address as it's registered. If they move within the last 3 weeks, that address hasn't been updated, there's not going to be a match. You're going to get a request for additional credit information, financials, or just a straight decline. Another thing that you can do if there's questions is go to the Secretary of State website and do a business name lookup. And that's where you could go in, pull up the business information on the Secretary of State website, and that should match what's on Dun & Bradstreet. Also, check the company's website. Do a little bit of due diligence on it. If we went to Starbucks, right here, and I put in this location of Starbucks for a credit application, it's going to come back declined most likely or requesting more information, because the Starbucks address that I would want to submit to get credit approval for Starbucks would be their Seattle headquarters location, not the location here in Scottsdale, Arizona. So make sure you're always running the headquarters address, you're getting the business name right, and check and see if they've moved or had any changes in their business structure recently, and make sure you're submitting the most correct, up-to-date information.